Peter Michael Frank has been arrested for 6 counts of indecent liberties with a minor, 6 counts of indecent liberties with a student. He has just been given a $750,000 secured bond, and more charges are contemplated. I will say that this came to the attention of law enforcement when a woman who is now over the age of 30 reached out to one of my employees. They were classmates at the time in Roland-Grise some 16 years ago when this young woman was a student, and so was my employee. She related to my employee that inappropriate contact had happened with Mr. Frank. That spawned an investigation by the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office, and that led to not only substantiating those claims by this young woman, but also a much bigger investigation that's led to the discovery of 5 additional victims, at least one who's currently on the campus of Roland-Grise, and several others who have since gone on to be promoted into high school and are in school now at Hoggard. I'll say this, we frequently tell our children that if they see something, they should say something. I go to every middle school and every high school every year in this district, including to Roland-Grise back in December. And I've been doing that for as long as those young women were in school, and now they're not young anymore, and neither am I. What I will say is that we as adults need to model that behavior too. We have a responsibility to our young people, that if we see something, we should say something. I'm now talking to fellow teachers, I'm talking to administrators, I'm talking to parents, I'm talking to coaches, people who are in the custodial staff and lunch counters. If they see something, they should say something also. There is no statute of limitations on a felony in North Carolina, and there is nothing we won't do to investigate these old claims. And so I applaud the courage of this woman who's come forward, not just for herself, but maybe for others also. And isn't that the point? That we not only have to think about the individuals when we're handling criminal prosecutions and arrests, but also the community that we are all a part of. And so on behalf of this community that I represent, I want to thank her for that courage and for the young women who have already come forward. There may be others listening and watching right now who believe they might have relevant information either to these pending cases or that they believe they might be victims themselves or might know someone who is. They should be calling the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office, who is the lead investigative agency on this case, at 910-798-4260, so that we can look into those claims as well or gather any additional witnesses. Now, because my employee was the reporting party and the person who first brought this to the attention of law enforcement, my office obviously has a conflict of interest in continuing to prosecute a claim where we might be called as witnesses. For that reason, I reached out to the Special Prosecution Section of the Attorney General's office, the very same one that's already looking into claims that the SBI is investigating regarding the failure to report allegations that were spawned out of the Michael Kelly prosecution that my office handled in the Nicholas Oates case that was also originally prosecuted by my office before his untimely passing late last year. So I want to stress again that this is an active investigation as well as pending cases, so there's very little I can say. But I want to again implore the community to be the adults that our children deserve and expect, and to report crime as they see it. And whether that happened to you as a child and you're now coming forward like this young woman has done, or whether you're a parent who is concerned and wants to talk to your kid tonight, or if you're a young person who believes that you're being touched inappropriately or otherwise being subjected to unsafe behavior, we will protect you if you come forward, and you need to do that.